So my topic is God and business, and I've only got 4 minutes, so I'm going to start off with a little mystery. The first businessman that I know started out, and the mission he faced was rather a little glim, dark, where there was no great prospects or anything like that. But nevertheless, they took it off. And that's many a times how businesses start, with not a great forecast. But as we read in Genesis, when God started, the earth was without form, void, and darkness was on it. So not all opportunities looks great, but if you've got a vision, you've got some service to render, then go for it. I've got a couple of pointers to point out on that, which some of them I learned the hard way, lost a lot of money, some others paid off. So, the first one is evaluate the business. God evaluated the business on earth, and despite the fact that he knew everything that was coming, he knew how sinful the human nature would be, he still took it on. And we can all be grateful for that. Otherwise, we would not have been here. But he did give it some structure. And the first structure that he gave was time. So time is very important to God. How to manage your time. I started out a small business, and time was of the essence to me. Many a times, the first few weeks, I would work right through the night, not sleep 2 nights a week, because you had to get everything done. But my advice would be rather manage your time properly so that you can succeed. Then, the next one would be, many of us, if I go to anyone, you'd be like, hey, how are you doing? I'm so busy, man. I'm up there doing good work and not. Being busy is not always the best thing. If we take a look at what the Bible says in 2 Thessalonians 3:11, for we hear that there are such which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. So often you hear, I'm too busy to do this. They're busybodies, but they're not doing what's good. But in that same section, God also gives us a bit of a promise. But ye, brethren, be not weary in well-doing. So if you've got that vision that looks impossible, if you've got the mission, you're organizing your time right, and you're not sure if you're going to succeed, the Bible says, be not weary in good doing. For the Lord will give you it. Whatever you do it heartily, do it unto the Lord. Many a time we would, when folks are watching, really put in the effort. But when they're not watching, what are we doing then? How's our conduct? How's our moral values at that time? Because then we'll receive a reward by God, which has got eternal value versus just earthly value of just turning the law a little bit so that you can profit off it. Then in Romans 13, there's some rich blessings in there and some good guidance as well, where we have to submit ourselves unto the authorities given. That's sometimes very difficult, especially if the authorities this and that. But like Romans 13:7 said, render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. And it continues in saying, owe no man anything. And how often can we go to bed and say, I owe no one nothing? So make sure that you owe no one nothing except love one to another. If you do this, then you fulfill the law. So there's a couple of points on it. And my closing points are 4 minutes to squash in a lot of our business. My grandfather, which was the MD of APSA, he said if you have to give a 4-minute speech, takes years to prepare. If you've got an hour, don't worry, you got this, wing it. You've got enough time to think about it. So, yeah, I would like to close with that verse that I mentioned earlier, 1 Colossians 3:23-24, which says, whichever you do, work heartily as for the Lord. And besides that, I've got no advice. Thank you, guys.